Hi guys, welcome to another video. How is it okay to be treated badly in a luxury store or with regard to a luxury purchase? I have had quite a few different experiences with luxury stores over the years. I've been buying a long time and I have seen it all. I've seen it all. And yeah, a couple of things recently just happened and I thought I'm just gonna revisit this because it is not okay to treat people like that. Let's get going. So I've just seen a reel on Instagram from BETHENNY FRANKEL. It just popped up on my feed and it just really intrigued me. So she was rushing back from somewhere, she nipped into Chanel, she had, just knocked something over there, she had her sweats on, her hair was not done, she didn't have any makeup on. Off she went in and yeah, basically she was not allowed in. She was treated really poorly and yeah, they didn't want to serve her. They basically did not want to help her in that store. So of course, being BETHENNY FRANKEL, she thought, I'm going to do something about this. So she went back fully dolled up, looking absolutely incredible. It looked like she had a Chanel jacket on, she had a Chanel bag with her, hair done, makeup, all the rest. Off she went in and yeah, had no problem. They opened the door for her, off she went in. And yeah, and I know she's making a point and I know we're giggling about it, but actually in reality, it isn't okay, is it? You should be able to go in any store and buy whatever you want and get the same level of customer service as somebody else. I have witnessed this. I've witnessed it with other people and I have actually experienced it myself many times. I am generally in gym wear because I spend half my life at the gym or walking or whatever else. So I can often be found in very scruffy attire, or I might be a lot more dolled up and have a beautiful luxurious bag with me. I tend to be both ends of the spectrum, and I have seen difference in customer service, and I've talked about this before, where the sales associates do profile. They profile all of us. So when we walk in, they give us the once over, don't they? And they decide whether they think we are worth their time. And I've talked about this before, that when I first met Susie in Dior in Manchester in Selfridges, I can't remember what I was wearing. It probably wasn't anything fancy, but I went in there, I had a conversation with her. I didn't buy a thing. I wasn't in the market at that point in my life of being able to afford anything in Dior, but it wasn't long before I could, and she completely remembered me, even though I hadn't bought anything. She literally remembered our conversation. I called back in a few months later and she remembered me, and I just thought it was really good customer service. And I think she knows how to treat her clients, because I keep going back there, because if I do want a Dior bag, I want to go and buy it from her because she is so lovely and we get on so well. So yes, I know that sales associates are trying to sell things, of course they are, but if somebody writes you off because they think you're not going to spend on that day, then they've lost your future custom, haven't they? And it's just a very short-term view, in my opinion. I've also talked about this. Let me just tell you quickly about Longchamp, because I did a video recently about Longchamp and how I ended up with the wrong bag. So if you haven't seen that video, go and have a look at that one first and maybe come back, or whatever, do whatever you want to do. Essentially, the lady, I bought the bag, the lady went to get a fresh one from the back, so nobody else had handled it, which is very lovely and very good customer service. She was very lovely in store and everything else. I rushed home, rushed back to the hotel in order to pack, and I needed that bag to carry some stuff. Opened it up and it was the wrong colour, and it was a light grey, and yes, I did like it, and a few people in my comments said, but it's nice. And it's like, well, I know, but it wasn't what I bought. It wasn't what I wanted. You might say, oh, this colour's really nice, But if you thought you bought a black one, you want a black one, don't you? Anyway, that was my view on it. So yeah, the saga continued, and I'll quickly go through this because I tried to contact the store that I bought it from. I left, I think, either 3 or 4 voice notes for them, because there is a store telephone number. I called it and it was just an answer phone, and I explained the situation, and I kept ringing not every day, but maybe every other day. Nobody called me back. Nobody picked up the phone. So that was very disappointing. I tried to ring customer services, the general customer services, and I couldn't get through. I sent, I think, 3 emails in the end to customer services, or the online form that goes through as an email. And I still to this day, now I have got it resolved, but I still have not received any response from those emails via customer services. Not good at all. Anyway, I finally got through to customer services on the telephone and said, you haven't come back to me, blah blah blah, and he said there is nothing he can do, I have to take it back to store. I completely explained that I do not live near London, it was their error, I didn't have a chance to go back, I had a train to catch, I explained it all, and it was, sorry, can't help you, you bought it in store, there's nothing we can do. And he said the only thing you can do is contact the store and see if they can do anything. And I said, I have called them pretty much every day or every other day for about 10 days now, and nothing, literally nothing. So, and then he said, well, try and get hold of a different store. And I said, well, how is that going to help if I can only deal with the store I bought it from, or if they don't answer either? What do I keep just ringing any random store across the world? What do I do? Anyway, he just basically said he couldn't help, and the best he could do was put a message into the store I bought it from and ask them to give me a call. And I said, well, I hope you have better luck than I do getting hold of them, because I cannot get hold of them. Anyway, I then had a brainwave, and I thought, I'm going to call on somebody that I know. So Nick from the oh, I love Nick so much, but from the channel Living Life Loud with NJS. So Nick is a huge Longchamp, I was going to say fan, but isn't more an aficionado, to be fair to you, Nick. You really are, aren't you? And I just thought, I wonder if he has a contact detail. I'm sure he has. That I can actually contact and see if they can help me in any way. I'm just not getting through to anybody. And bless him, of course, he offered the details. I spoke to that person and it got sorted. It got sorted immediately. The store manager where Nick, which is Bond Street, by the way, the store manager from Bond Street called me to personally apologise for the lack of communication and also for sending the wrong thing or giving me the wrong thing. She sorted it all, and not only have I now got the black one, I've got the black one, they also sent me, and I'm using it already, they sent me this gorgeous leather pen pot, honestly. And they also sent me, I'll just show you, just to also show you, it also obviously comes with the shoulder strap, which is the main reason that I wanted the black one. But they also sent me this, which is a perfume palette. I've never seen one of these. Has anybody seen these before? I'll try not to drop it. It's basically like a little porcelain tile with a tie. So I assume that you spray that with perfume and it becomes a lovely little hanging perfume thing. So all I can say to Longchamp is I've had terrible customer services from them and I've had amazing customer service from them. So yeah, for me, and somebody else said this in my comments, and this is what I said in my video, 100% things go wrong. People make mistakes, we all make mistakes, but it's how you put it right is the important thing. So I was very off Longchamp for a few days, I'm not going to lie, getting more and more annoyed about it, and now I'm fully back on to Longchamp because I think, yeah, particularly Bond Street, absolutely amazing customer service. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to update you guys on. But I also talked about in the past when I have been in Hermes. So I've been into certain Hermes boutiques before, and I have been carrying an Hermes bag because I happened to be using it that day. And I have had, and it isn't the store that, if I've been into a store, let's be frank about this, and it isn't a store that knows me, it isn't the store that I've bought all my Hermes bags through, and I've been into a different store because I happen to be in a different city, so they don't know me and they see me with an Hermes bag, I've been treated completely differently to when I've been in the same store without an Hermes bag or just in more scruffy clothes or something. So 100% they do profile their customers, and they do, they basically say, they give you a look, don't they, and they just decide in their head if you're worthy of their time. And I just cannot abide that. My parents were always in retail, and they always said, you know, everybody deserves to be treated the same with respect, and I just find it really annoying. And yes, an Hermes bag has opened doors for me, it absolutely has. If I've been in any other luxury store with an Hermes bag, they clock it and they just think, and suddenly the champagne's coming out and something else and whatever else. They should do that for anybody and everybody. Certain stores across the board, Dior and Fendi, Louis Vuitton, for me have always been very, very good. But yeah, I've had very bad customer service in certain places. I really have. And I just thought it was interesting how Bethany has just found that. And she's a celebrity. Surely they even know who she is. Maybe they don't, but, you know, should somebody who is a celebrity get treated better anyway? Of course not. But yeah, I think most of the stores try to look after the celebrities because it's more public, isn't it? As Chanel are finding out now. So I want to know what you guys think. I just think customer service is so hit and miss. I've had terrible customer service in Paris, and I've also had amazing customer service in Paris. So again, it's very hit and miss. I've been into a store in Paris, Rue Cambon, Chanel, and I've been in 2 or 3 different times, and I've had completely different experiences all times I've been in. One in particular, yeah, the lady just looked me up and down. I've told this story before. The guy on the door that was taking the details of what you might want to look at, putting it on the iPad, when I was looking for Chanel 19, he basically said, oh yes, we have quite a few, please come in, I'll get somebody to help you. And yeah, nobody was around to help. Well, they were around, they were chatting, and I ended up approaching somebody and saying, sorry, somebody available to assist me. And from that moment of asking, they did not want to help me, and she just said, we don't have it. And I said, I haven't said which size yet, and I said, there's some on the shelves, and she said, we don't have it. And I just left because it was just awful. It was just awful. So yeah, I want to know what your guys' experience is. Do you find it different when you are dressed in a certain way? Do you find it the certain brands are different customer service? What do you guys think? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on another one.